Yo, that is what up. Welcome back to Judy Z. And well, for today, um, we have some news, and I really didn't know about this. I pretty much just figured out pretty late. It's 2 a.m. right now, so I'm still making this video. In about 3 hours, what I'm gonna be talking about is gonna actually be live. So it's great. I love it. Anyway, yeah. So we have the patch notes. Apparently, I was like it was the first option. We basically were gonna have the update in 2 days. They gave us the actual sneak peek 2 days before the update will drop, so that's cool. But anyway, greetings agents. This is fragment of Marvel Future Fight. Agents, are you ready to join the magnificent Krakoan party held in honor of the newest X-Men? Here are the new uniforms for Psylocke, Mr. Sinister's Colossus, introduced through this additional patch. Here are the three heroes who have gained even more power by downloading the patch. These three mutants have showed up with a new look to attend the hunt, blah, blah, blah. Check out the abilities, not abilities. The uniforms will be on sale, and yeah, we're all good. So she's going to be a blast superhero, 1050 uniform. She's going to have agility in mind. It's going to be a mutant female, of course, with order. Let's see the uniform effect first of all. So it changes a couple of passives. It will increase her HP by 30%, ignore dodge by 40, and increase skill damage by 15 and bonus damage by 15. Pretty nice. The passive is gonna be increase mind resist by 30%, immunity mind control effect, and guard break immunity. Tier 2 passive is gonna change as well. Critical damage increased by 30%, a guaranteed critical rate by 30, and mind damage by 35. Pretty cool. We're gonna have 3 skill changes. The third skill will allow us to move while we use the skill. It's gonna deal 30% bleed, 2% mind resistance, decrease stackable to 100. She's gonna get a heal, which she didn't have before. 16% heal, which is a weird number, but okay, I'll take it. Immunity for 4 seconds, all attack increase by 30, all defense by 25, and all speed by 10. The fourth skill is going to have 2% of breaches of mind resistance. It's going to be stackable to 100 again, and it will increase her attack by 35%. And lastly, the fifth skill is going to apply bleed, charm, mind control for 5 seconds, paralysis, and then it will increase her all attack by, it's going to be a mini proc of 60% for one attack. So yeah, the fifth skill is going to have a mini proc on its own. Let's check Mr. Sinister. It's going to be a blast supervillain uniform with 1050, pure evil, healing, energy projection, mutant, male, and he has destruction. You get a lot of artifacts with destruction for characters that don't really need a destruction, but I still think I wouldn't get his artifact. Right, so the uniform effect will enhance a couple of, so it will enhance a passive and it will change a passive. It will also increase the guaranteed dodge rate by 35%, ignore the dodge by 30%, and guard break immunity. That's kind of a trend now. Let's see if the last uniform is going to give us the same thing. The normal passive, when HP is below 50%, he will heal back to 100% of HP and remove all debuffs for 10 seconds. There's a cooldown of 90 seconds, which is pretty long time, but you know, it can still reactivate. Tier 2 passive, it will increase summon characters' attacks and defense by 30%, increase HP by 20%, increasing the durations of the summoned characters by 30%, increase skill damage by 40 and bonus damage by 30, and decrease basic damage received by 30. So it's gonna be a bit of a PvP type, I think. We'll see though. First skill is gonna this guy's getting a pretty much a change of all of his skills. Pretty much that's it. So he's gonna get stun and he's gonna summon an illusion with 100% of his stats. The second skill is gonna have silence, mind control, and basic damage received by the enemy will be increased by 10%, so more damage for you basically. Second skill is gonna also give us the copies the summon. Wait, what? Copies target to summon an illusion whose stats are 100% of the caster's stats. Summons a basic illusion if the target is not like if copying the target is not possible. Okay, yeah, that actually is a typo, but oh well. Right, yeah. So we basically get the summon, and the illusion will just look like the enemy, and if it's a boss it will just show some random character. I think, as far as I remember, that's what it did. The third skill will have stun and increase all attack by 70% for each surviving summoned character. Holy shit, up to 3. So you gotta try to keep as many summoned characters as possible, at least 3, but the rest doesn't matter. And will heal by 7% every 1 second. Increase recovery amount by 50% per surviving summon character, and recovery amount cannot exceed 30% of max HP. That's pretty cool. So that's awesome. Yeah, you gotta do the math on your own, but the more characters you, or the more summons you have on the stage, the better it is. That's the whole idea. The fourth skill is gonna give you incapacitation and paralysis. So basically, you're giving that to the enemy, not to yourself. And it will increase Mr. Sinister's attack and defense by 20, and all speeds by 10, critical rate by 20. And it will have immunity for 3 seconds. Lastly, the fifth skill will have stun for 3 seconds, bind for 3 seconds, decrease all defense down. Well, will decrease the defense by 5%, stackable to 30, and we'll give him invincibility for 3 seconds. Lastly, I don't know if we have more than that, but we also have Colossus, who looks pretty, fuckboyish right now. So it's a 1050 uniform. He's gonna be a combat superhero again. He used to be a villain with that uniform. He's gonna be back to being a hero finally. He's gonna have abilities like strong and leadership, so that's cool. Mutant, male, and order. The uniform effects will basically change a passive and enhance a passive. So it's also gonna give him immunity to fracture. So it's not immunity to guard break. It's not a trend. It was just 2 of the characters got it. Decrease physical damage received by 40% and decrease basic damage received by 35%. Okay, that's not bad. The normal passive at tier 1 will decrease damage received from reflected effects by 50%, and it's gonna, obviously gonna be for physical effects. And decrease basic damage received by superhero faction by 50, and damage received by supervillains by 50. When he is at tier 2, it's going to decrease damage received from reflect effects by 65% instead, and the rest is the same. So, tier 2 passive will enhance, basically it changes this, and it's going to give him super armor, increase all defense by 30%, reflects 100% of physical damage received, up to 150 of max attack. Interesting. It's not max HP, so that's pretty cool. And increase skill damage by 44% and bonus damage by 40%. Skill 1 deals a bleed to the enemy. It's going to deal stun, incapacitation, and paralysis. And for the stuff that he gets, he's going to get 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune effect, and just damage. So I'm guessing this is going to be a PvP uniform. I don't know how obvious it's gonna be, but yeah, it kind of looks obviously it's gonna be the uniform like that. All 5 skills are changing, by the way, so that's cool. The second skill is gonna give the enemy stun, fracture, and all defense down, but 10% stackable to 35%. Another typo right here. The third skill is going to have stun, silence, incapacitation, paralysis, and all defense down by 30%, stackable to 30. Increase all defense by 40%, immunity for 5 seconds. Let's see, the fourth skill is going to be stun, fear, fracture, paralysis, and 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune effect again, and increase all attacks by 45%, all defense by 30, and all speed by 5. Lastly, the fifth skill is going to be stun and all defense down by 10%, stackable to 35%. And you're ignoring dodge by 100% and 100% chance to penetrate super armor, barrier, shield, all damage, immune effect, and damage accumulation dependent on damage that you deal. That's pretty cool. That's 0.5. At this point, the percentage doesn't make a lot of sense because Spidey has 0.4 and he's insane. So yeah. All 3 of these guys are getting actually awakened, sadly. We're not getting any tier 3 this time, which is kind of sad. Potential awakening and transcendent potential has been added for the 3 mutant heroes, or mutant heroes, Psylocke, Mr. Sinister, and Colossus. Please look forward to the oh my god, I can speak. Please look forward to the performance of the mutant heroes who have gained even more power. So we're dealing burn with her, bleed, and stun, incapacitation, paralysis. Damn, she kind of has it all. Oh, I don't know if she has silence, but I don't care. She probably does. Um, all defense down by 10%, stackable to 70, critical rate increased by 35, critical damage by 35, ignore dodge by 70, invisibility for 8 seconds, remove all debuffs, damage accumulation depending on damage that you deal, and it's going to be a 0.8% for that, and increase all attack by 25 and defense by 25%. So that's pretty insane. You gotta actually awaken her to get damage accumulation. Holy shit. Let's see. Mr. Sinister, deal burn, bleed, stun, incapacitation, paralysis. Defense down by 10, stackable to 70, critical rate and critical damage increased by 35%. Ignore dodge by 70, invincibility for 8 seconds, removal debuffs for 7 seconds, and increase. So basically, mini proc of 50%, and increase all attack and all defense by 25%. Let's see. Lastly, we have Colossus. So it's a 50% burn damage and 30% bleed, stun, incapacitation, paralysis, all defense down by 10, stackable to 70, critical rate increased by 35, and damage by 35. Dodge, ignore by 70, invincibility for 8 seconds, removal debuffs by 7 seconds, or for 7 seconds, and 50% mini proc. And also, lastly, all attack increased by 25 and defense increased by 25%. Let's see Psylocke's Awakening skill. That's pretty cool. You ask me, that's pretty cool. That's awesome. It would be much better to check it when we have the actual update and we can see it with the uniform. Now, let's see it from the point of view of Mr. Sinister. And lastly, we're going to see it from Colossus. And that's pretty much it. Awesome. Anyway, we have the artifacts for Psylocke, Mr. Sinister, and Colossus as well. It's going to be Psionic Sword, the name of the artifact, and the name of the skill is going to be Psionic Precision, which will give her an 80% chance to increase critical damage by 35% on critical attacks and an additional 0.5 a total. Basically, this is the effect of name, or the cool damage, critical damage increase over the cap. The next one is Mr. Sinister, Genetic Mastermind. The actual skill is called King of Clones. There's a activation rate of whenever the HP is below 5%. He will get immunity to incapacitation, guard break immunity. HP won't drop below 1, or so it won't drop to 1 or below, and recovery 50% of max HP when the buff ends. And will recover an additional 0.5 a total stick up to 100% of HP recovery. That's pretty cool. So he gets the cool ass skill that makes him pretty insane and unkillable for a while. I love these kind of skills. I haven't gotten the one for Wolvie or Athena, the one for Hela yet, so one of the 3 would be good. And his is a bit better, I think. I don't know, because he has this incapacitation immunity, guard break immunity, and the rest. Lastly, we have Heart of Organic Steel. Unbreakable is the name of the skill. Whenever, or basically 50% rate of whenever he gets hit, he will recover 10% of HP, which is pretty cool. It's kind of like the Falcon heal. That's pretty nice. But yeah, that would be when you actually have it at level 4, so that means it's a 6-star artifact. At 3 stars it's going to be way lower, but it's still helpful. And then we have some fixes to the errors. We issue when here of the heroes only being sorted by level when setting the filter to unique ability, and the team information screen of Shadowland has been fixed. That's cool. That is very annoying, game breaking kind of. The issue of the boss not appearing while playing Epic Quest in the Fate of Mankind, the showdown stage with Rocket Raccoon, Groot, Snowwave Festival, and Groot Guardians of Galaxy 2 has been fixed. The issue of the reforging success failed being wrongly displayed when reforging Brilliant CDP has been fixed. We look forward to your interest in the events that will be held in participation of the uniforms. Thank you. Oh my god, that took a while. And let's finish this up really quickly. I have to play the dailies, by the way. It's 2:21 a.m. I haven't played the dailies. Anyway, greetings, agents, blah, blah, blah. These are the events. The uniforms are going to be at 40% off. And obviously the optional uniforms. So for Captain Britain. Wait, that's a new character? That's not Psylocke? I think it's Psylocke, but she was based on Captain Britain or took the name of Captain Britain. I don't know. Anyway, Captain Britain is gonna have Winter Soldier, Corvus Glaive. Oh my god, I can speak. Luke, Hulk, and Professor X. Mr. Sinister will have Moon Knight, Rescue, Invisible Woman, Venom, and Jean Grey. I can't speak again. Lastly, Colossus will have Iron Man, Gambit, Iron Fist, Cable, and Loki, the TVA one. Anyway, let's see. No Way Home event quests. Let's see what we get. So these are like 10 events. Clear dimension mission 10 times. Clear dispatch missions 5 times. Craft 1 time. Upgraded comic card. Combine 1 rule. And you get 50 tokens. It's going to be up for 14 days. So you can do the math. It's going to be 700 in the end. So you can get a premium card or a CDP or a tier 2 mega ticket. The icon for Spider-Man, item selectors, so basically like books. I don't know. The rest is what you normally get. There's no need for me to tell you, but let's see. We're gonna get the hero growth bonus mission of transcending them and ranking up their uniforms, as far as I know. Then we're gonna get 100 BAM and 100 Nonsense of Chaos. We're gonna have the energy bonus mission where we can get a legendary or mythic card. The rest is meh. And we have the ranking event for Psylocke, which will give us crystals, Mr. Sinister, which will give us advancement reward, and Colossus for advancement reward again. Okay. That's pretty cool. Let's check the rest. No Way Home event pack. Let's see. Yeah, these are the packs just for that event so that you can get more tokens if you need to. And Steel Experiment chest. Yeah, that's just the normal shit. That's pretty much it. Awesome. Anyway, this update won't have much. Sadly, we don't get a tier 3. I do like getting those because of the fact that I can actually, get tier 3 and at the same time also awaken somebody. I can get 2 characters enhanced in one at once. But now we'll have like 3 characters that I will love to, or that I would love to awaken actually. Most likely I will awaken Colossus first and then Psylocke and then Mr. Sinister. I really don't know. Both of those 2 will actually get damage accumulations. Colossus has a better one because it's like a damage accumulation you can activate way more often because it's on the fifth skill, but Psylocke has it on the awaken skill, so that's why. But yeah, I'll actually go ahead and we're gonna go ahead and pick out the winner right here, but I have to do it in a pretty weird way. Let me just go ahead and go to the page. In the meantime, right here, I'm gonna try to log in or whatever. No, we're all good. I don't want to go through that, bro. I really don't. I'll just message this to myself or something. But yeah, pretty cool if you ask me. It's gonna be live in a few moments, so that's really awesome. I can't wait to actually just. I can't really awaken any of them yet, but as soon as I can, I will do Colossus first. By that time, people will have gotten it done already, so it's much better for me. I can actually check who is actually good before doing anything. But let's go ahead and just get the link if this decides to load. Come on. I'm sorry, guys. I really am actually. I know that I don't uh look like I'm sorry, but I actually am. Holy hell. I'm gonna paste the link right here, filter the duplicate comments, and the two keywords were Spider Man update. Was it update or was it just Spider Man? Oh shit, I can't speak. I can't spell either, apart from just not being able to speak. Can't spell either. So we have two people who got it right, so both of you win. Let me just check both of your comments. I don't know what I expected from this Spider-Man update. I just knew that I'm disappointed. Spider seems to be the only one I see myself investing in. Black Cat looks so good, but paywall and will probably get tier 3 after a few months, and I'll be watching people using her. Bro, use punctual, like fucking, I don't know what the word is, but just use it. I can't breathe. I'll be watching people using her and saying that I can't do push stage 50 World Boss Legend. If not, then I'm lazy and Kingpin looks nice, but not a 750 crystal nice, and I have Apocalypse already. Yeah, I don't know. I still haven't gotten to the day where I can use him so that I can check what he can do. And lastly, Shriyash, dude, this Spider-Man update is great. Finally able to use him and Kingpin after a long time. That's awesome, man. Yes, Spidey was insane. But anyway, sorry for making you guys wait. This was awesome. I'll give you the first keyword, which will actually be Hellfire. Obviously, you can guess what the second keyword is going to be, but obviously that's going to be on the next video. So thank you very much for watching, guys. I love you all, and I'll see you on the next one. Just join membership, subscribe, everything, share, join Discord. I'll see you then. Bye bye then. I probably will make a video tomorrow checking out the uniforms, but I'll see about that. See ya. Bye bye.